Hey guys, what's going on? We are back with episode 5 of season 3 of Aeon Flux, the Demiurge. So, I'm probably going to go off on a bunch of Gnostic tangents in this because this episode and its content are blatantly and directly referencing that, so that's my justification for the rants that will soon follow. So the Monarchan Resistance have captured the Demiurge, a godlike being. Notice they use godlike, it's not the real god. So Aeon Flux's team, the ANCAPs, are trying to destroy this demonic visage of desire. And Aeon, being a dark-haired female assassin figure, is kind of taking on the role of Sophia. She's kind of like an agent for the Gnostic true god, which is a woman, which has its own problems. I mean, I don't think God would pick a gender. To be perfectly honest, I don't think it's satanic to suggest that God would not be bound by whatever meat restrictions we're bound by. So Trevor's now contemplating, he's like, I've got all these men under my control, they're all doing whatever I say, and I'm starting to realize maybe we should just worship this thing, because it may not be God, but it's promising us peace. It's like the globalist type of shit. It's like, it's promising us eternal peace. Sounds like a pretty good deal. What do we have to give up? Oh, our souls? Maybe it's worth it. So we have one of Trevor's soldiers and some kind of Mad Max rebel guy, some Monarchan fighting with him. And this guy is like, I guess he's betraying Trevor because he's trying to launch the rocket. He's trying to get the Demiurge out of here. Presses the button, but nothing works. Elon Musk's rocket fails. Oh, and then he gets shot in the back by the Mad Max guy, whose gun falls down onto a little rebar pole or something. There's cross-like structures in the distance. One of Trevor's soldiers, he's waking up. He's like, god damn, man, we've been fighting this war for a while and I'm kind of demoralized. And Trevor goes, don't worry about it, man. We're getting rid of the Demiurge. This is a big deal. Or we're going to worship it. One or the other. Either way, going to benefit from this. He goes, I think I'd rather be dead. Like, this seems like we're going to hell. And Aeon is there, and she's playing dead. Playing possum, as they say. And then Trevor's realizing, fuck, maybe we can't control this thing. It's everywhere. It claims it controls the entire material realm. Maybe that's bullshit. Maybe it's a liar. Then he wipes his hand on the wall. My God, the caves of Lascaux, the earliest human art we've uncovered, that is crazy that they reference that. And it's very quick. You can easily not see it. She goes, do you see the blue glow around the rocket? The penis rocket. And she slaps the guy. She's like, it's bullshit. I'm representing Sophia. We're going to kill this thing. You'll notice all these characters, they have brown hair but blue eyes. An interesting sort of physiognomic hybrid. They have blue eyes, which Dune certainly thinks are significant. And if you believe genetics and anthropology, blue eyes arose because of a single mutation on the coast of West Africa a couple million years ago. It's almost like blue eyes are indicative of a certain type of mind or being. I'm not going to say anything more because I don't know anything more about it, but Aeon is trying to rally her own troops. And Trevor's little stormtroopers are opposing them, but they're committed. And Trevor's hypnotized, man. He's fully fucked. He's hypnotized by material reality. He's gooning, he's mewing for this giant penis rocket. God, Aeon saves him by sniping the guy. His clip falls on the discarded gun, which starts firing. And then finally Trevor and Aeon are fighting. She bites him. He holds her down. God damn, man. She goes, I want to feed on your pain, because it might wake you up. Piercing, stabbing like a spear, like a Roman spear, or a nail. They start making out. She's like, give in to me, give in to a different kind of unconsciousness, different kind of fall. You can fall into heaven, or you can fall into hell. Either way, you're falling. From your point of view, you're falling. A little bird comes in. Kind of shows him the way. Aeon soldier, he sees them in their amorousness, points a gun at them. Meanwhile, this chick is trying to crawl out of the rubble. She's buried in the 9/11 rubble. She's trying to crawl out. Trevor kills the guy. And the demiurge starts escaping. Holy shit, it's fucking Shiva. And she's going, this thing is not God. It's fucking hypnotized you moron. It's just giving you an illusion of godhood. And again with the birds. There's always birds flying around. The demiurge cloaks everything in this creepy blue light and then focuses on this guy, on his pineal gland, and something pops out. Some little pineal crystal falls out of his forehead. Isn't that interesting? This was made in the early 90s, guys. I'm not nuts for bringing up this type of symbolism, 30 years after the fact. This is not new. Doesn't mean it's true, but it's not new. And because the demiurge has pulled his pineal gland out of his head, he's now a puppet. He looks holy. But is he really? And then Aeon activates the rocket, blasts this fucker off the planet. But it doesn't matter because he's picked a vessel. The demiurge has transferred himself into this walking corpse. And Trevor's so goddamn stubborn. He wants order and peace at any cost. He doesn't care. Grabs the guy and rockets off. And then we have Ilbrin's worm thing that fucking eats him and pulls him underground. God damn. Aeon grabs the guy's pineal gland and throws it. She's like, get this shit away. You have all these people sealed in these creepy ass coffins. They're like hyperbaric sleep chambers, but also coffins. Very weird. It's like, oh, we can revive these people with science, but the ones in the body bags on the ground are just dead. And this chick's asking this executioner-looking guy, where's my boyfriend? Where'd he go? She goes, where's his body? Aeon's like, he was kind of taken as a puppet vessel for the demiurge. So I'm probably going to have to destroy him. She's like, I want to know. Love isn't the answer, it's the problem. God Damn, man. It's not that it's inherently evil, it's that it distorts logic. It's another distortion of logic. And logic can distort emotion and turn you into a machine, but Aeon's making a very valid point. She lives in a sort of ANCAP society, and she's going, well, the worst thing you can do is lose your sense of logic to love. You know, if you have the freedom to do that, you have the freedom to make that mistake. That's the worst mistake you can make. And then we have this blue dove blinding everybody. And Aeon captures it, looks around, shakes the box. Damn. Yeah, man. This series is so fucked. It's so cooked. I can't believe it got made. This shit is amazing. And you'll remember this brown-haired girl, her dead boyfriend, her demiurge puppet boyfriend, warned her never to look in the box. Like Pandora, she wasn't supposed to look, but she trips. Entropy makes her trip, and then she sees a three-eyed cat. Some toxoplasmosis references, some Egyptian cat worship, third eye in the forehead where the pineal gland is supposed to be. Maybe there's not supposed to be an eye there. Maybe it's supposed to be the opposite. It's supposed to be a defensive thing. We don't know. We don't know that in 2024. Trevor's nursing the bite Aeon gave him. He's got some creepy medical images on his screens. Images of the launch site. He's looking at CNBC news footage, making sure everything fits his narrative. He goes, well, at 4:20 in the morning, blaze it, we blew up the epic terrorists. We defeated ISIS. We are very epic. That's how you should interpret this footage. This game is wild, man. It's just wild. It's anybody's game. Monicans are bombing them. Lord of the Rings would do this in 2003, where they're like, release the prisoners, and they send the dead. It's a demoralizing tactic. They're airdropping not bombs, but coffins. Hell of a thing. And Trevor's right. He's like, pain is not real beyond the individual who feels it. That's what Sophia/Aeon is trying to tell him. Because the Demiurge is making him a promise for peace, an alleviation of war. It's really similar to saying, well, you'll never feel pain again. Well, then you'll never be aware of what's happening to you. You'll never be conscious. It's a dark bargain. It's a satanic bargain that is never a good idea. You know. This thing claiming it's the Demiurge is clearly some sort of manipulative satanic thing. That's what Aeon realizes. She's trying to save these morons. Trevor and all his thralls, she's trying to save them from this dark perspective of reality. But this woman whose husband is dead, she's just vindictive. She doesn't like that her husband died, so she's going to try to fuck with Aeon's plans. She's following her right in. Aeon's still got Trevor's black ook ape caveman soot handprint on her butt cheek. I love it, man. She's the wall he's unwittingly painted on. I mean, it's just, again, I could make 10 commentaries on this, but I won't. I'll make one. You know, this will be the one. Then, you know, she realizes it. She's like, oh, I should wash this off. Again, this is entropy. This is random chance. She gets distracted and tries to wash this thing off. Because she's distracted, this other character can sneak past her. She shaves her armpits, trying to be a civilized individual, trying to be clean. This woman falls through the hole she escaped through, and Aeon's like, what the fuck is this scream? And she's taped this bundle down, this piece of the demiurge that's been left here, despite the fact that we expelled it. It's like a parasite. There's always an egg left behind. And here she is under the sheets, trying to pry it open. Tries to shoot it. Dumb to put it next to the hole. Just lying in this ruin. They're all suspended by spider webs and ruins. I mean, it's so dark. And Trevor's talking about evolution here. He's like, we'll just keep repeating our past. If we reach an apex, an evolutionary corridor, or some sort of end point, then the hell is that we'll keep repeating the cycle of getting to that end point. And that end point, there's no guarantee that it's correct. There's no guarantee that if you mutate one way or the other, you evolve one way or the other, that that's the right path. It's just a path. And there's this creepy fucking scene. This guy is pregnant with the offspring of the demiurge. It's like Alien, right? He's got an alien parasite in him. And here's Aeon in her little pink wig. She's got a giant toque on, which is now the style, is to wear a toque that puffs your head up like you're some Egyptian LARPer. Funny that this came out in the early 90s. It's this metaphor for procreation. You know, Aeon and Trevor have never fucked. And he goes, not another clone of you. And she goes, you didn't shave yourself to try to LARP as an alien or a demiurge, did you? And he goes, this is the god I want to worship. Aeon can't shoot it. She can't kill a baby god. This Indian Shiva thing. Very weird and creepy shit. Trevor looks like the Silver Surfer. In that shot, he's bathed in like creepy light. Then the entity leaves. And this poor dude is like, this thing just shat itself out of my belly button. I'm kind of fucked up. And they suddenly see the reality of aging, being together, becoming parents, becoming grandparents, becoming old. They're like, oh God, anything but that. Give me some adrenochrome so I can pretend to live forever. I can't handle my immortality. And he blames her. He goes, you got the abortion rights. You aborted the demiurge. He goes, you won't let God judge you. Whether it's God or a fake God, it doesn't matter. I'm not in the habit of arguing over the color of red herrings. God damn that line, man. That writing is so nuts. Her purple eyes. Trevor's got his COVID mask on. Trevor's basically saying your feminine powers and your wiles can't defeat desire. You can't destroy this thing. It's part of us. And he's right. Trevor's right. Neither of them have the power to defeat the demiurge. And this poor guy, his scotch is like turning into demiurge heads. It's like alcohol is making you into a thrall. Alcothrall. Oh, you're an alcothrall. You're a thrall for the demiurge because you've given in to your inhibitions and desires because of a substance. You've taken DMT or weed or booze or whatever. And now you're a slave to this guy. Congratulations. You're an idiot. The projectile she shoots at him turns into a diamond. God damn, that's crazy, man. He's got thread in his hand like he's weaving his own Morgoth alternate thread of reality. He's singing his own song. This series is so fucked. There's nothing to compare it to, man. There's nothing this good that's been made since. If you know something that is, straight up, post in the comments, tell me, send me a message, do whatever you want to do. If there's anything you've seen that's similar to this, I want to see it. Because this shit is singular to me. I could watch this for the rest of my life, never watch anything else. I'd be eternally entertained by this. This shit is nuts. It's telling you so much in such a short span of time. It's taking such risks. The people who made it, I wouldn't be surprised if they quote-unquote killed themselves. Because this shit is that good. Trevor has this balloon. He just floats up. He's got a Hindenburg balloon pack. Floats over the ice wall with it. Good man. Unprejudiced but aware. Isn't that an interesting line? And Nadir. His name is Nadir. That's a interesting choice of name. Its triumph performed at the mercy of its error. God damn. God trying to correct his own mistakes. Crazy. Wild shit. I can't say enough about it. But I do hope you enjoyed my commentary. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And again, I hope you're well. Stay well. Be well. Pay attention to your health and hug a loved one, drink a glass of water, and watch my commentary. Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys, for another bit of attention for this recording. As always, peace out.